tired of receiving constructive criticism from people who've constructed nothing? Then you need to meet these guys. Christabel, Gota, David, Gota, Sabaki. For this, I want you. David, I'll come to you in a bit. Let's go.
I'm going to show you this beautiful development that we have here in Sabaki. It's a big development comprising of, we have a few studios, 1 bedrooms, but mainly there are 2 and 3 bedrooms. It's a low density. We're looking at about 5 floors spread across all the way. Then there's lots of green spaces, so it's like a really ideal development for young families.
What do you mean when you say low density? Because it looks like high density. Maybe I don't understand the language.
They're low rise. Yeah. The parcel of land is about 4.5 acres about. So it's spread across. You tend to have like lots of spaces in between. Then, you know, some people usually don't prefer like very, very high rise developments. So this would be like a good fit for them. So as you come in, that's the first phase. Construction is happening incrementally. What that means is they'll start with the first phase, then you get to the second phase, then now they finalize with the third phase.
So what we're going to see today is
yes, exactly. So today we're going to look at the show houses for the first phase. And then we progress to the rest. So Ivy, welcome to the 3-bedroom plus this point you get your dining area, which now leads all the way to your living room space. So as you can see, there's lots of detail in terms of the finishing. On the floor you get your wood look tiles, and then on this end the curtain box is recessed, so it gives you like a nice clean finish. Then on this other end we can look at the kitchen. It's a closed kitchen. The beauty about this kitchen is that not only do you get a space for a double door fridge, it comes with a double sink, and there's also like a water filtration system.
Yes.
That's already installed.
So important.
Exactly.
So important.
So it's a 3-bed, 3-bath. This is the first bedroom, and on this section,
guys,
so this is where you get your...
Are we in Sabaki or this is are we in the Londons? It's so good looking and modern.
Exactly. So we look at the next bedroom. This would be your master bedroom. So as you can see, you have a large headboard. So I don't know, do you know what this is called?
Wait. Wainscoting.
Yes.
Wainscoting.
Then this is the 3rd bedroom. So this would be
also the house has 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's a 3-bed, 3-bath plus this cube.
Let me just take pictures here because I'm getting ideas on how to style my own home, because damn, they've done a great job. Who is Christabel?
My name is Christabel Ojuok. I'm a real estate agent. My background is in real estate, so I actually studied Bachelor of Real Estate in uni. Then thereafter, I got an opportunity to work at a multinational real estate firm. So I was there for quite some time, so about 7 years.
Nice commission.
Well, so I mean, I got trained well, that I have to say. So I pursued my master's in real estate investment and finance. Then from that, I transitioned now to asset management.
Hey, my learned friend. I didn't even know this about Christabel, actually. I didn't know that you've coupled your real estate education also, of course, with asset management, which I think is very, very beautiful, because the issue I see in a lot of the industries, not necessarily just real estate, is people pushing their own agenda as opposed to pushing an agenda from a customer-centric point of view. Christabel, why do so many cats own their homes? Will you try and guess? Because it takes 9 lives to pay the mortgage. What made Christabel decide I want to do real estate?
So growing up, I used to watch my mom. I would see her going to construction sites. So once in a while, like she'd tag me along with her. And I recall I used to say that I'd be the person who'd tell people what the value of their homes would be.
Wow.
So
As a teenager?
Yeah.
Wow.
So in essence, that's what we call valuation in real estate.
Yeah.
Then at the same time, there's a gentleman that I met, and he was pursuing real estate. So I saw he was running a lot of numbers, and I was like, what is that? Like, I was really interested. And yeah, so he told me about the course. I went to University of Nairobi just to, get more information. Yeah, and that's how it started. Ivy, what room in your house are zombies most afraid of? Like, it's just there, like it's just looking at you, like it's there.
The living room.
Ah, yes!
That's the first time since we've started our lives that I've ever gotten a pun right. Oh,
Yeah,
am
it is
I
actually the
better than everyone? How did you end up deciding that RentScore is the way to go?
I joined a tech startup, trying to also see is there an opportunity for real estate in tech, or how those two can be merged. So there's a lot of background as far as RentScore is concerned that stems from my experience during that time, because I had a lot of interaction with software developers.
Yeah.
Technically, what we do at RentScore is, so we are a PropTech company. Yeah. That means property and technology.
Oh, PropTech.
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 Yes.
Hiya.
Yes.
Oh my days.
Yeah. Essentially providing estate agency and mortgage origination services. And then now we use tech so that our customers have a pleasant experience in terms of like engaging with our products and services. And then also in addition to that, like also for scaling.
Yeah. Christabel, what kind of house does Chuck Norris own?
I don't know.
A round house.
Oh, because like...
No, because what? Boo! What was your aha moment? Is, oh, sheesh, this is lacking in the market. I don't want to preempt your answer. Yeah.
So PropTech as an industry, it's a growing industry. But then if you look at what's currently happening within the continent, South Africa is more advanced compared to us. So, and at the time, that's when I also met my co-founder. So we just started having conversations in terms of how can we apply tech in real estate.
RentScore is a PropTech company. Founded what year? What purpose does it serve? Who did RentScore identify as an underserved community when it comes to property? And how is it going? Yeah.
So when we started exploring ideas, that was in 2019. And then we, just tested a couple of concepts in the market. I kept on experiencing a challenge in terms of tenants. Like, how do you ensure you get quality tenants? So at that point, the name RentScore, it was a way of objectively screening tenants based on their rental trends. So
like your credit score.
Exactly.
This is your rent score.
Yes.
So I come today and I want to be a RentScore customer. How does it work?
Based on all this information that we had collected, we partnered with financial institutions. And at the time is when we also came to learn about Kenya Mortgage Refinance Company. And the primary objective is so that as many people are able to get the opportunity to own homes in the most affordable way. And now if you look at the numbers, then you're able to see what your repayments would literally match your rent. So the question is, why rent when you can own? Yeah. So Ivy, what does a British real estate agent care most about? His property.
Ivy wants to buy a property today. What are some of the red, crimson flags we should be looking out for? Yani bleeding, blood flags. Tell me what I should be looking out for.
Unfortunately, in the Kenyan market, developers are not regulated. So even you, if you decided to wake up today...
Shut up!
Yes, you can develop properties. You want to work with somebody who has experience in the market, simply because we have that knowledge. One of the things that I'd say you need to be on the lookout for is professional background.
Your CV is the right CV, for example. You studied it, you have years of experience, and you have working properties. Another red flag.
So you also want to find out about the history of the developer. They need to be comfortable enough to give you the documents for you to conduct your due diligence. Okay. If a project has progressed, like advanced, and there's no show house, or you don't have also what we call a sample board, to proceed with caution, simply because the whole essence of a show house is so that you're able to understand the layout, you're able to gauge and understand the type of finishes. Like where we are right now, So what you're seeing is what you should expect to get,
Yes,
right?
yes.
If you're out there, you're at home, you're watching this, how can I actually get started? If you go to our platform, that's RentScore Africa, we do have a mortgage calculator that you can use. Ideally, it will show you affordability in terms of what you need to get started. There are two ways of approaching this. So you can begin from your income side in terms of what you earn as your net income. Key that in, and then if you're paying any loans, let's say a 5K or a 10K, you also key that in. It does the math for you, and it shows you presently what you can afford today.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I remember the first time I interacted with that calculator, I was so jazzed. It puts you in the mindset to want to own the home, especially if you're already thinking about it. So actually, I really appreciate that calculator. Christabel. This one is so good. This is so good. What's a real estate agent's favorite song?
I can simply place it.
Feliz Navidad.
Oh my gosh,
Feliz Navidad. That's a good one. That's a good one. Guys, we are with the better half. No, we're with the other half of RentScore Africa. We're joined by Mr. David. David, what's up?
Salama sana.
I know.
Better.
I'm not doing it again. I know David does not like being in front of the camera, so today we've managed to convince him to do this. He is the guy behind the tech, true or false?
Yeah.
So
behind the product.
Christabel is proper, your tech.
Yes.
Proper, PropTech.
PropTech.
Guys. Please, David, for the movers who are watching today, who are you? Outside of RentScore, who are you?
I started as a software engineer.
Okay.
And then moved to a project manager with focus on business analysis. My dad was an entrepreneur as well. And now, last year, but when is when we joined forces with Christabel to start RentScore.
Tell me how you met Christabel and what qualities did she embody versus what qualities did you embody where you guys said to come together as co-founders and business partners?
First of all, you've spoken to Christabel.
Yeah.
You've seen the professionalism.
My friend, I wish she needs to be on my board.
Yeah. We've known each other as friends a while back.
Okay.
How it came about is her talking about the problems she was having during her property management career. And she's even the one who introduced me to the term PropTech. So as she continued talking about those issues and how she's trying to look for solutions, how can technology be applied to real estate? Okay. So as we continued just discovering what the problems in the industry are, ended up on the now tenant scoring, as she had explained, figured out how that can be used towards now people understanding their affordability, and now that's when now I'm the architect of the product.
Okay.
Yeah.
David!
Yes.
I'm sure you get a lot of David and Goliath jokes. Yeah. Okay. David, did you hear about the last remaining unit in the apartment building?
The question is there.
It was last but not least. What is in the cards for RentScore 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now?
What we have is an audacious goal, and the audacious goal here is to enable 1 million Africans to own homes.
Come on.
We can't talk about a timeline. We're hoping it can happen in maybe in 10 years. But from how we see it, it won't be just purely selling homes. We're talking about trying to educate people to understand how to own the home, number one. Trying to figure out ways to work with stakeholders, governments, NGOs, people who are just trying to see where the gaps in affordable housing lie, and how we can work with them to enable people to own homes, and definitely expanding across Africa.
Let me ask for myself, me, personally, Kama Ivy, if I wanted to venture into real estate and start a company similar to RentScore, would it make me wealthy? Is there money in this?
Yes, there is, as any business. People sell water and earn money, right? But the thing is, you can't get into it because of the money factor, right?
Okay.
Case in point is, if I started this alone as a techie, building a PropTech company, I'd just be somewhere struggling. So first of all, who's the right fit for you to grow through that process? Okay. So now that's how the margin of tech and real estate came. Okay. Then the ambition has to be there. Yeah. We didn't come together because we just thought, let's see how this goes. Yeah. We had a plan. We told each other what the plan was, and we have an agenda. And the third is just discipline, consistency. As cliche as this sounds, you just need to stick with the plan, because things will go wrong, but you just need to understand what you're targeting and use your networks to enable you to get there.
Okay. If you could go back in time and speak to your 20-year-old self, what would you tell him?
Get into investment early.
Okay.
Be it real estate, whatever it is. Just learn how to invest early and educate yourself on that. And you don't have to start big.
Yeah.
We work with a model which we call the lean startup model. First of all, identify the problem.
Yeah.
Understand if the problem is worth solving.
Yeah.
And if it is worth solving, is there demand?
Oh, good. And what you've said about the lean startup model, it's very similar to Ikigai, actually. When you're trying to find what it is you need to do when you're lost, and I'm speaking to my younger movers who sometimes tell me they're lost, even older ones actually, find what you like doing, what you love. So he found tech and business, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
What are you good at? You are good at tech, and you are good at identifying needs in certain markets. What can you be paid for? You're being paid for that. And what does the world need?
Yeah.
The world needs Africans to be empowered, so that the world in itself is empowered.
Yeah.
That was such a good summary. I've surprised myself with how smart I am. It's hanging out with these smart people, with Christabel and David, that has made me this way. So how do we reach you? Where do we go from here?
First of all, apart from finding us on Just Ivy's page.
And my website, guys, I have a website now.
And her landing page, her dedicated landing page. You can go to RentScore Africa. We own socials, Instagram, RentScore Africa.
Okay.
TikTok as well, RentScore Africa.
Okay. Of course, you can also, we've put a number at the bottom of the screen. You'll be able to call them. These guys, their service is absolutely, absolutely excellent. So get in touch. If even you're thinking of investing in a home in Kenya for now, you've heard that they're going to expand to other territories later. Just the thought. Remember, David said, just start. Just start by educating yourself. We're not saying commit to buying now. Just start. Learn something new. Take it from there. This was a day with a mover. Okay.
So Ivy.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know how to give you hints for this, but how do you make $1 million in real estate? You start with 2 million.
I knew it. I knew it. My mind was right there. I was like, 2 million. I knew it. I knew it. Tired of receiving constructive criticisms. Tired of receiving constructive criticism. Why? Why?